Okay, so this is our second video. This is going to be the actual notes that you will need, or the information where you're going to get the notes from. So bear with me. Like I said, this is a new program. So each week you will have a slideshow presentation with a video, and it will give you the word, like adjacent. It'll give you the part of speech, like in this case, an adjective. It'll give you the definition and synonyms, and then you will be able to copy down the information that you need onto your guided notes off of this PowerPoint presentation. Nice part about it is you can stop it at any time. You can go back. So if you have any questions, please come see me. Hopefully this first time goes pretty well. We're still working the bugs out. So our first word is adjacent. It is an adjective. And if you remember, an adjective is a describing word. It describes nouns and pronouns. Okay, so, and if you don't remember what a noun or pronoun is, noun is a word that names a person, place, or thing. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun, like he or she or they or it. So our definition of adjacent is near, next to, adjoining. And our synonyms are, so if you remember, a synonym is a word that means the same, spelled differently. So we have alongside, nearby, neighboring. Okay, so it has to do, like I said, I think I talked to some of the kids, adjacent had to do with location. Okay, so, and here's a picture. If you see, you have your bathroom next to this room with the couch in it, and the living room, or this room is, this middle room is next to or adjacent to the bedroom. Okay. Like I said, if you need to pause or you need to go back, go ahead at any time. All right. Our next word is barren. And barren means, it's an adjective, so it's another describing word, describes nouns and pronouns. Its meaning is not productive, it's bare. Okay. And our synonyms are unproductive, sterile, desolate, arid. Now, if you're like, man, I don't know what productive means, think about when it comes to productive, like growing things. So if something is not productive, in the case of plants, maybe animals, that would mean that it's not growing, like things can't grow there. When it comes to people and not productive, we're not getting things done. But in this case, we're talking about, like, if you think of the desert, a lot of plants don't grow in the desert. It's not productive there. And there's a picture for you to kind of give you a visual of what we're talking about. Okay, our next word is disrupt. Now, disrupt is a verb. So if you remember, kind of giving you a little grammar review here, a verb is an action word. It's something you can do, or it's a state of being verb, like is, am. In this case, it's an action verb. It's something we can do. So disrupt means to break up or to disturb, okay? Synonyms are upset, displace, disorder. So good example would be if your brother or sister, mom or dad are watching a movie, oops, sorry about that, watching a movie and you come in and change the channel, you would disrupt them, okay? And there's a picture of a gentleman walking up the stairs and the step is gone, so it's disrupted. He can't continue up to wherever he's going. Okay, our next word is dynasty. Dynasty is a noun, so that names a person, place, or thing. So in this case, it's a powerful family or group of rulers that maintains its position or power for some time. And some synonyms would be ruling house or regime. Okay, you're probably going to see dynasty when it comes to social studies, or you may hear about it in the news if they're talking maybe about the Middle East or about a ruling party. Oops. And there's a picture of a family. Okay. Our next word is germinate. It's another verb and it's an action verb. So germinate means to begin to grow, come into being. Synonyms would be sprout, shoot up, burgoyne. Germinate could be plants or germinate could be people. I mean, we grow, right? We grow in our personalities. We grow at our ability levels. So, and if you remember in the case of the story, what Zheng He had done by his travels continued on or began to grow, and it continued on long after he passed away, or hopefully it did. And for some reason, my picture didn't show up, so I don't have a visual for you. I'm sorry about that. So we're just going to kind of go on. Our next word is insinuate. It's another verb. It's an action verb. It means to suggest or hint slyly, to edge into something indirectly. So our synonyms are imply. So if you remember, insinuate would be like if you can talk a friend into doing something without coming right out and saying, hey, let's go to the movies, or hey, let's go to the football game. You kind of give them clues to what you want. And there's to insinuate. You have a person whispering to the other gentleman. Okay, interrogate. Interrogate is a verb. It means to ask questions, examine by questioning. So this is another action word. This is something you can do. The synonyms are question or query. A lot of times you think of interrogate when it comes to police officers, lawyers, courtrooms. So there's a picture of a gentleman. Two police officers or detectives have his information, his file, and they're probably getting ready to or have asked him questions. They're interrogating him. Okay, sullen. Some of you may feel this way. Sullen is an adjective. It's a describing word. It means silent or brooding because of ill humor, anger, or resentment, slow moving, sluggish. So, and the synonyms are grumpy, surly, peevish, or morose. Okay, so if you're feeling kind of down or you're kind of grumpy, you would be sullen. I thought this was a perfect picture. The little girl, she seems very sullen or grumpy. Trivial. Trivial is another adjective. It's a describing word. It describes nouns and pronouns. It means not important, minor, ordinary, commonplace. Synonyms would be insignificant, trifling. It's things that you, like information. Trifling or a trivial information, trifling information would be something that you might want to know, a fact about a random person, country, but do you need it in your everyday life? Do you need it to function? No, not necessarily. So here I said trivia is a game where people try to answer interesting but trivial questions. Where is the kiwi bird from? New Zealand. Good fact. Do you really need to know it? Is it going to help you out in life? Maybe, but not necessarily. So that would make it trivial. Truce. Truce is a noun. It is a pause in fighting. Temporary peace. Synonyms are ceasefire. Truce you're probably going to hear in social studies. You may have to give a truce at home when it comes to your siblings. Okay, so I have a picture of maybe a brother and sister, and he's white flag, I love you, and you see the white flag. So those are your vocabulary words for the week. So if you have any questions, come see me. Like I said, you can stop it, pause it, go back, rewind. And if you still don't understand, like I said, come ask me any questions. And hopefully this first video goes okay. So